Hi, Ben from Lover of Tech. Welcome to my ultimate wired battery charging test between the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, the OnePlus 12R, and the Galaxy S24 Plus. Let's get into it. Now, starting with the battery and charging specs, the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra is packing a 5,500 mAh battery and does support Asus's 65-watt charging, but this time around, there is no charger included in a box. For the OnePlus 12R, it is packing a 5,500 mAh battery and does support their SuperVOOC 100-watt fast charging and does come included in the box. And for the Galaxy S24 Plus, it is packing a 4,900 mAh battery and does support Samsung's super fast charging 2.0 tech at 45 watts, which does not come included in the box, and the cable that does come included does not support 45 watts, so you do have to get a capable 5 amp cable to get the maximum speeds. Now, for the parameters of this charging test, any form of adapted battery, any form of protect battery features that will slow down the charging speeds has been disabled to give us the maximum charging speeds available, and any options for fast charging within the settings has been enabled to make sure that we get the fastest charging speeds available all the way through. For the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, we are using an official 65-watt charger from Asus, and this is the one that does come with the ROG Phone 8 Pro. And of course, for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, we are using an official super fast charging 2.0 plug with the official 5 amp cable from Samsung. And with that out of the way, let's get into this ultimate wired battery charging test. Let's kick things off with this ultimate wired battery charging test between the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, the OnePlus 12R, and the Galaxy S24 Plus. And of course, we will be checking the temperature at each interval and seeing how hot they get, and also the charging percentage at each interval. We are using the USB wattage readers to see what is the maximum wattage pulled at each interval before they hit 100%. And in this particular situation, if you are looking at the yellow section of the wattage reader, that is what is actually telling you the maximum wattage that is being pulled. Now, we're obviously seeing the starting temperatures being measured, which I will have marked above. And we've put the magnification on the wattage reader just so it's a bit easier to see the wattage in real time as we're going through. Again, so as we'll move into the first interval of this charging test, that will be at the 15-minute mark. And at the 15-minute mark, what we have in terms of the battery percentage is 37% battery charge on the Galaxy S24 Plus, 46% battery charge on the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, and then a massive 66% charge on the OnePlus 12R. Now, in terms of the temperature reading, it is 37.9 degrees Celsius on the Galaxy S24 Plus. And then with the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, it is 37.6 degrees Celsius. And then with the OnePlus 12R, it is the hottest at slightly over 40 degrees at 40.5 degrees Celsius. So massive consideration there when it comes to the SuperVOOC 100-watt charging, 65-watt charging on the ZenFone, and 45-watt super fast charging 2.0 on the Galaxy S24 Plus. Now, rounded up, the first that is actually going to finish is the OnePlus 12R with an amazing time of 26 minutes and 35 seconds and a final temperature reading of 38.4 degrees Celsius. So yeah, that is in first place. And considering the battery capacity that it's packing, the split cell and the SuperVOOC 100-watt charging, that is a decent amount less than 30 minutes. That's insane. This is a phone you never have to charge overnight at all. And we're looking at this stage, it's 73% battery on the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra and 57% battery on the Galaxy S24 Plus. Wow, that is a massive gap when it comes to the battery charging percentage. Now, reading at the 30-minute mark, we do have 64% battery charge on the Galaxy S24 Plus and then 80% battery on the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra. So that's 65 watts versus 45 watts, and how the charging curve is optimized for each is different. Temperature reading of 37.7 degrees Celsius on the Samsung and then 39.1 degrees Celsius on the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra. Very interesting. Now, will the Asus finish before the 45-minute mark, or will it be around that 45-minute mark or slightly over? Let's check and see. Now, when we get to the 45-minute mark, we do have a battery reading of 98% on the Asus and then 85% on the Galaxy S24 Plus. And we do have a temperature reading of 36.4 degrees Celsius on the Samsung and then 36.1 degrees Celsius on the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra. So just 2% battery left at the 45-minute interval. It's not going to be long now until we see the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra charged to 100%, and it will charge and finish with a time of 46 minutes and 53 seconds. And we do get a final temperature reading of 35.6 degrees Celsius. At this stage, the battery percentage is 88% on the Samsung. Now, moving over to the 1 hour interval, what will we have on the Galaxy S24 Plus packing a 4,900 mAh battery? It is at 96% charge. We do get a temperature reading of 31.7 degrees Celsius. So it would have been lovely to see an under 1 hour finish considering the battery capacity, but the charging curve is a lot more aggressive and conservative on Samsung. And to finish to 100% for this charging test, it does complete it with a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes and 1 second, and we do get a final temperature reading of 29.5 degrees Celsius. Now, in terms of the maximum wattage reading, on the OnePlus 12R, we were actually getting a reading of around 80 watts, and this was within the first 5 minutes of the charging test, and then it started to taper off. For the Asus ZenFone 11 Ultra, when it comes to the maximum wattage reading, we were getting a reading of around 49 watts, and this was the first 3 minutes of the charging test before it started to taper off. And for the Galaxy S24 Plus, we did get a maximum wattage reading of around 41.15 watts, and this was the first 3 minutes of the charging test before it started to taper off. Now, were you surprised by these charging test results from these devices? What's your ideal charging time from 0 to 100%? Let us know in the comment section below. And that's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.